Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Ting, and I help you learn Chinese in a simple and practical way. In today's lesson, we're going to learn one of the most unique grammar points in Chinese, líhé, detachable words. These words look like normal verbs, but they follow special grammar rules. For example, words like 睡觉 and 见面 can be separated in different situations. This is a very important HSK3 grammar point, and many learners make mistakes here. I'll explain everything clearly in English with simple Chinese examples, so it's easy to follow. You can also turn on subtitles and choose your preferred language. Let's get started.
Welcome back to The Explainer, everyone. I'm Mark.
And I'm Sarah. Today, we're tackling a really crucial HSK3 grammar point, detachable words, or líhé. We're keeping things super relaxed, just a friendly classroom vibe today. So get comfortable and let's decode this together.
Yeah, let's just dive right in. This is one of those rules that sounds a bit intimidating at first, but honestly, once you see it in action, it's actually kind of fun to use. All right, so here's our learning journey for today. We'll start with what exactly detachable words are, then we'll look at how to add time to those actions. Next, we'll run through some everyday examples you'll absolutely need, followed by the most common mistake learners make with these and how you can avoid it. And finally, we'll wrap up with a quick summary to lock it all in.
Okay, Section 1. What are detachable words? Let's lay the foundation here. Don't let the grammar terminology scare you. This is literally just a practical concept that's going to make your spoken Chinese sound so much more natural.
So, a detachable word, líhé, is basically a two-syllable verb. The best way to think about these? Imagine them as two separate puzzle pieces. Exactly. When they're snapped together, they form a complete, independent word. But when you need to add specific details, you can pull those puzzle pieces apart and just drop other elements right in the middle. The first character acts as the action, and the second character is essentially the object of that action.
Let's look at how this actually works. Take the word for swimming, yo-young. Right. When it splits, it becomes yo plus whatever other elements you want to add, and it finishes with young. You literally pry the word open to stuff extra information inside, so it goes from yo-young to you something something young. Here's a super relatable scenario. Imagine you've got a bit of a fever and you need to text your boss. You'd say, 经理,我有点发烧,想请个假. Manager, I have a slight fever, I want to ask for a leave. Now the base word for asking for leave is 请假. But here, to make it sound really natural and casual, we take the measure word 个 and just wedge it right into the middle, so it becomes 请个假. It just softens the whole tone beautifully.
So to wrap up this first concept, just remember this. Detachable words are simply verbs that can stay together or pull apart, exactly like puzzle pieces.
Moving right along to Section 2, adding time to actions. Because what happens when we want to express exactly how long an action takes? Well, this is where that whole splitting feature becomes incredibly useful.
Let's bring back our swimming example. The base word is yo-young. Say we want to mention that we swim for half an hour, which is 半个小时. We definitely do not stick that at the end of the word. Nope, we drop that duration right into the middle. It's yo plus 半个小时 plus young. Translated literally, you're saying swim, half an hour's swim. Let's look at the full sentence. 他每天有半个小时用. He swims for half an hour every day. Imagine someone religiously tracking their workouts. The key here is that if you're timing an action, that stopwatch time goes right inside the verb, sandwiched, perfectly between those two characters.
So here's your quick summary for the time rule. Time durations go right in the middle, splitting the verb in two.
All right, Section 3, everyday detachable words. You are probably using these constantly in your daily Chinese conversations without even realizing they have this secret splitting ability.
Just listen to this list of daily activities. 睡觉 to sleep, 洗澡 to shower, 结婚 to marry, 考试 to test, 上班 to work, and 生气 to be angry. Every single one of these routine activities follows that exact same puzzle piece structure. They are all detachable words made of two parts that can pop open. Let's check out a few more ways these split in real life. Take 跑步 to run. If you ran for an hour, you split it. 跑一个小时步. Or 说话 to speak. If you spoke a few words, it's 说了几句话. Notice how the completed action marker 了 also goes inside. And for 见面 to meet, met once becomes 见过一次面. The experiential marker 过 and the frequency once both just slot right into the middle.
So our takeaway here is simple. Your daily routine is absolutely packed with these detachable puzzle pieces. Once you know what to listen for, you're going to hear them everywhere. Now, Section 4, the common object mistake. Grab your highlighters for this one, because this is a trap literally almost every learner falls into.
Okay, Sarah, I'm going to play the confused learner for a second. If I want to say I meet him in Chinese, can I just use 见面 and say 见面他? No way, that gets a massive red X. Because the second character, mian, is already acting like an object, the word cannot take another object right after it. The correct way is 和他见面. Literally, with him, meet.
Let's look at a couple more of these. If I want to chat with her, I definitely shouldn't say 聊天他, right? Right. It has to be 和他聊天, chat with her. And if you want to help a friend out, don't say 帮忙他. You actually split the verb and put the pronoun inside. You say 帮他的忙. Literally, help his busyness.
To cement this rule, here is your summary. Never, ever put an object directly after a detachable word. Either use with someone or split the word and put the object inside.
All right, you're all doing incredibly well. Let's move into Section 5, our summary, and what's coming up next to wrap up today's explainer.
Let's do a really quick recap of the 3 major things we learned today. Number 1, detachable words are 2 syllables that act like puzzle pieces. They can stay together or pull apart. Number 2, put your time durations right in the middle of that split word. And number 3, never add objects at the very end of the word.
But before we sign off, here's a little something to get you thinking. We know how to drop half an hour into a word now, but what if we just want to express a short, really casual attempt? Like, let's have a quick chat, or let's meet up briefly. We don't have a specific time duration to insert there.
And that brilliant question is our exact teaser for next time, AAB reduplication. Detachable words can sometimes be reduplicated to show that an action is done just for a short period of time, or as a quick attempt, and it gives it this really easy, casual tone.
Exactly. We're talking about words like 见见面, 聊聊天, or 帮帮忙. We'll cover exactly how to master that pattern in our next explainer. Until then, keep up the amazing work with your Chinese. You've totally got this. See you next time.
Great job finishing today's lesson. Now you understand how líhé work and how to use them correctly in real Chinese conversations. If you'd like more personalized speaking practice and guidance, you can book a trial lesson through my Preply link in the description. If this lesson helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next lesson. In the next video, we'll learn verb reduplication, AAB, a very natural and useful way to make your Chinese sound softer and more casual. See you next time.